The dark truth about being a good person. Why people secretly resent you.
It was never random. You think being a good person should make life easier, that people would respect you, appreciate you, treat you right. But if you've ever felt like people slowly switch up on you, get distant, passive-aggressive, or just start acting strange, without you doing anything wrong, it's not random. And it's not in your head. The truth is, being a good person doesn't just attract connection, it exposes people. And most people don't respond well to being exposed, not because you said anything, not because you confronted them, but because your presence alone shows them something they're not ready to face. And instead of dealing with that internally, they start to resent you. Section 1. You don't trigger people, you reveal them. There's a misunderstanding about what makes someone good. Most people think it's just kindness, being nice, being supportive, being positive, but that's surface level. What really sets you apart is awareness. You notice things, the shift in someone's tone, the energy behind their words, the difference between what they say and what they mean. You see what's real, even when nobody says it out loud. And here's the part most people don't realize. You don't have to point it out. Your presence alone does the job. Because when someone is around you, they feel seen. And not everyone is comfortable with that. Section 2. People don't hate you, they hate the reflection. Most people walk around protecting an image of themselves. I'm a good person. I have it together. I'm not the problem. But deep down, there are things they avoid, insecurities, contradictions, habits they haven't fixed. The brain is wired to protect identity, even if that identity isn't fully true. Now imagine being around someone who naturally reflects truth. You don't lie, you don't fake, you don't play roles. And without saying anything, you remind them of what they're not being honest about. That feeling is uncomfortable. But instead of asking, why do I feel like this around them? Most people do something easier. They make you the problem, because it's easier to blame you than face themselves. Section 3. Some people don't connect with you. They use you. Not everyone who comes into your life is there to connect. Some people are there to consume. They're drawn to your energy, your calm, your clarity, your understanding. You become the person they vent to, the one they rely on, the one who gets them. At first, it feels meaningful, like you're helping, like you're making a difference. But pay attention. Is it mutual? Or are you always the one giving, listening, supporting, while they just take? Because there's a difference between being appreciated and being used. Section 3.5. Real-life pattern. Think about this. You meet someone new. They open up fast, trust you quickly, tell you things they've never told anyone. And you listen, you help, you support. But over time, you notice something. They only reach out when they need something. And the moment you pull back, they change. That's not connection, that's dependency. Section 4. The moment you set boundaries, everything changes. Eventually, something shifts. You get tired, not of people, but of the imbalance. So you start doing something different. You say no. You take longer to respond. You stop over-explaining. And suddenly, people change. The same people who loved your energy start calling you different, distant, cold. But you didn't change. You just stopped overgiving. Section 4.5. Why boundaries trigger people. People don't react to boundaries. They react to what boundaries take away. If someone had unlimited access to you, even a small limit feels like a loss. And people don't handle loss well, especially when they weren't expecting it. Section 5. Your growth becomes their insecurity. As you grow, you become more selective, more aware, more grounded. You stop tolerating things you used to accept, and that creates distance, not because you changed, but because you evolved. Section 5.5. Your discipline exposes their lack of it. It's not just your personality, it's your discipline. You follow through. You stay consistent. You do what you said you would do. And to someone who struggles with that, that's uncomfortable, because your consistency highlights their inconsistency. Your focus exposes their distractions. And instead of stepping up, they downplay you. You're doing too much. You changed. You think you're better. Not because it's true, but because it protects them. Section 5.6. Jealousy doesn't always look like hate. Jealousy is quiet. It shows up in tone, in distance, in subtle comments. Must be nice. You always got it together. It sounds small, but it carries weight. Because jealousy isn't about what you have. It's about what they believe they can't become, and your existence proves them wrong. Section 5.7. Envy turns respect into resistance. At first, people respect you. But if they don't grow, that respect can turn into envy. And envy doesn't inspire, it resists. They start questioning you, doubting you, downplaying your growth. Because if they shrink you, they don't have to feel small. Section 5.8. Complacency gets exposed. Some people are comfortable staying the same habits, same mindset, same results, until you show up. Because your presence disrupts that comfort. Now they have a choice: grow or justify staying the same. And most people choose comfort, so they label you instead. Section 6. Why you start shrinking yourself. You start adjusting, talking less, explaining less, dimming your energy, trying to keep the peace. But you were never too much. You were just around people who couldn't meet you. Section 7. Not everyone resents you. Not everyone resents you. Some people are simply not aligned. This isn't paranoia, it's awareness. Section 8. The truth most people won't say. Some people don't want you to grow because your growth reminds them they didn't. You didn't lose people, you revealed them. And in that process, you revealed yourself. Stronger, clearer, more aligned. That's not rejection, that's alignment. Watch the hidden signs of low self-esteem. Because most resentment starts with insecurity. And once you understand that, you stop taking it personal. We are the hearts of the world. See you in the next one.